Lie, your favorite neighborhood therapist. Having real hard convos, contrasting pessimists. Generational trauma explored, broach delicate. Getting to the root of the pain, healing impediments. Every week signs copay, free lessons. Bet on self, trust the process, no questions. Feel your feels, journey to be healed, no stressing. Conversations with Coach Lies now in session.
Coach Live, are you ready? 50 years. Saturday, July 11th at Florian Hall in Dorchester. Celebrating 50 years of betting on self.
Let's go.
Don't miss Coach Live's 50th birthday celebration. A mental health awareness fundraiser. A powerful night of celebration, music, and mental health awareness. Saturday, July 11th, 7 p.m. at Florian Hall in Dorchester. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. Keywords, Coach Live's 50th birthday celebration. Join nationally recognized therapist, speaker, radio host, and your favorite around the way girl, Coach Live. Celebrating 50 years, a night of purpose, power, healing, and celebration. Dress to impress. Bring your people and come celebrate. Coach Live's 50th birthday celebration. It's the event everybody's going to be talking about. Heal, elevate, evolve. And remember, always bet on self.
What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of Conversations with Coach La La La. Hope everybody's feeling wonderful on this Sunday evening. Happy Father's Day to everyone that's out there celebrating Father's Day. Shout out to all the dads that are showing up, all the bonus dads, the biological dads, the stepdads, all of the awesome dads. Shout out to Leroy Porter too. We hear you, Leroy. Happy Father's Day to you as well. It is going to be a great show. I have a lot of beautiful things that have happened this weekend. We had the Juneteenth celebration. The urban heat was outside in the streets. We was outside for real. Shout out to the people in Everett. Shout out to everybody at Franklin Park, at Playstead Park. It was definitely one of those times where we had some people try to derail the progress and the celebration and the demonstration of joy. So I'm glad that was not successful. Shout out to all of the Urban Heat DJs, Melly B, just the whole crew. It was a great time in the park. I danced a lot, as you guys can tell. My voice is just a little raspy here. Lots of laughter, lots of love, and now my allergies are kicking my butt after getting caught in the rain in Franklin Park. But overall, a beautiful demonstration of love and community and support, and us reminding ourselves that we've come a long way. We still got a long way to go, but with us working together, we can accomplish all things, and we are just a resilient group of people. But tonight's show is not only about celebrating fatherhood, it's also about confidence and consistency, and something I'm going to talk to my next guest about too, in terms of confidence versus ego, and just how to navigate these milestones that we find ourselves in. As you guys know, my 50th birthday is coming. And this season 9, has been all about evolving. It's been about high energy and healing in a consistent way, because sometimes we think when we say we need to heal or healing, that is some place that we arrive at. And I think as long as we have breath, we're always going to go through life. And life is not in the absence of pain. We're going to have loss. We're going to grieve. But in that, we still have joy, we still have happiness, and we have to learn how to kind of navigate both of them and realize they both can coexist. So tonight's conversation is going to be a lot about that. But I want to set the tone. I have a couple of clips that I found that really, I think, demonstrate what it means to be a father. So I would like to be able to play those for y'all. And then I'm going to introduce my guest, who's going to help me have this conversation as well. This first clip is actually by one of my favorites, Vic Breedy. She's a poet. She's also one of my sisters. She's an author, and she just done a lot of great work with writing about fatherhood and being a father. So I thought this was a really good clip, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Spoke poorly about the mother of his kid, to the dad that kept his composure no matter what she did, to the man that stuck around and showed his kid what a two-parent household looks like, to the dad that taught his son what to look for in a wife, To the man that showed his daughter how to identify when a man ain't about shit, you kept it cordial, no matter who your ex was messing with. To the dad that was separated from his child, but did everything to make his presence known. To the man that stepped in as a father figure, not allowing his lady to do it alone. To the dads that know their worth, no matter what society tries to portray, we recognize your greatness. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you for that one, Big Greedy. Again, happy Father's Day to everyone who is doing the job, doing the work, and showing up. So my next guest is somebody y'all hear every day, Monday through Friday on the Morning Café. He's like one of those, he comes and he goes. 1 minute he's on the Morning Café, next minute he's not, but then he's back again. But he's always here. Also, Mike Chek 1212. He is like a historian of hip hop legacy here in Boston. He's a father. He's my friend. And I'm just super excited to talk to him. He's much more than a DJ, much more than you know. We have some really dynamic, deep conversations often. And I find that he is very, very insightful and quite wise. So I would like to bring up DJ Wade, the ladies' choice. And I'm still, needing to find out from everybody. I'm sure y'all want to know too. How did he get this name? What's up, Wade? How you doing?
I think my mic is okay. I'm on now. What's up? How you doing?
Good
Coach?
Evening.
Yeah,
Good evening. Happy Father's Day, Wade.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that.
I'm so glad to have you here. Now I don't know. Rosie's on here. Hey, Rosie.
Hey, Penthouse.
Penthouse Rosie.
Early.
So I thought to myself, right? One, just behind the scenes, you tease me and tease us all a lot. So
oh my goodness.
Wade is both
tease.
He's both a.
That doesn't even sound like me.
So what I love about Wade is that person that you need to be the balance, right? He's always going to make sure, like, although serious, he wants to keep it light and he enjoys life. And so often he helps me stay grounded. Because I can be a little serious and get in my head. So I don't know which version of Wade are we going to get tonight. Are we going to get the deep, insightful Wade, or are we going to get the comical Wade? I hope we get all the above. So one of the things I love about Wade, if you watched the Michael Jackson movie, Michael Jackson was intentional about being mysterious. And when I think about DJ Wade, although people know him, do you really know him? And is it intentional that he keeps it that way so you could always kind of be like, who is this guy? So who is DJ Wade? Tell the people from your perspective, because it's not like they can Google you. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
All right. I'm a friend. I'm a real friend. I'm very loyal, I'm the type of person that thanks, you can turn me up. That's good. Yeah. That's good. Thank you. You can
so it happens when you got a DJ person.
We can have a conversation. We can have a conversation and it stays with me most of the time, unless it's blabbed by you. But I mean, I try to keep it 100, right? I was told that, like, growing up, like, just tell the truth, my father. Just tell the truth. Always tell the truth. And I'm like, all right. Even if it hurts. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, you just got to be bold with it. And it wasn't very black and white. Gray areas. Ain't no gray areas. It's just what it is, So you don't even know where to begin because I'm so amazing that I'm just kidding.
No, you are. You're definitely amazing.
No, I just feel you're gonna be as important as you make yourself to be. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to be that way.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't big yourself up, who will?
Yeah. I mean,
in a lot of ways, right? But that can go too far too.
Yeah.
Because one of the things I wanted to talk about was confidence versus ego.
Yeah.
Because my whole model is about betting on self, and people can mistake that. But sometimes we can go too far with betting on ourselves too, where we can be egotistical and narcissistic, or even what's the other word that people do? Arrogant.
So would that be mistaken for confidence in yourself?
Well, I think it is. I think it can be.
Sometimes.
I think it's a fine line, right?
Yeah.
Of like, how do you look out for yourself and still look out for other people?
Right.
You know, and sometimes when you decide to switch gears to look out for yourself and people are not accustomed to that,
Right.
then you could seem like, you know, oh, you acting different now, you acting funny now, you made it, you're in a particular space.
That's in a nutshell. I've never tried to lose that humbleness. You know,
Yeah.
I want to stay that way. You know, I'm a true friend. I always try to help out, work out, whatever we got to do. I'm always that was always that kid. You know, parents would be like, look, if Wade is going, you can go. Or if Wade's going to be there, or is Wade driving, you can go. It was always a scapegoat type of thing, you know. My friends would
Or
be like,
you were responsible and they knew
yeah,
that you were gonna make
at
it.
a very young age, yeah.
Or you were fooling everybody, because there was some people who your
Why
parents.
does it always got to be a fooling thing with me? Like,
not you in particular, but there was some
okay.
people in my friend group. I'll
Mhm.
speak for myself.
Okay.
That knew how to behave in front of the parents.
Yeah.
But behind the scenes,
Yeah,
they were the
rude.
worst
They
ones.
were rude, yeah.
You know, but they knew how to go, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, and be just the way they needed to be. But they were the ones getting us into most of
I was always afraid of consequences.
Mhm.
You know, that was it. Like, you know, if you get in trouble with this one, who knows? And you know, I truly believe that it's really how you brought up, how you raised, you know, that determines how you become an adult.
Yeah.
You know, and the type of patience you have, the morals, the values, the ethics. It starts in the beginnings. You know what I mean?
So it sounds like your upbringing is really core to who you are as a person.
Strict, I thought, but it really wasn't. Now that I know, you know, but being lectured and spoken to and talked to a lot as a child determines how you're going to become an adult and how you deal with others.
I call that being an active parent.
Yeah,
you know, I
too.
think for some people, you didn't realize you had an active parent that was caring, because they were constantly in your business and trying to figure out where you were going and who your friends were.
Right.
And the friends that you had that didn't have that, you thought they had a better life.
Exactly.
You know, like they had the freedom. And, you know, I wish my parent would just get out my business. But now that you're older, you realize that's because you had somebody who cared about you, who loved you.
Yes.
But our parents had a little bit of anxiety too. I feel like my mom had a lot of anxiety and past trauma that she kind of projected onto me. And that's why she was so worried about me all the time, because she had gone through so much.
Same here. My it's like every generation tries to do better than the next. Because I used to listen to my father and how he was raised, and he definitely tried to go another direction than how he was raised, you know. So I could appreciate I got it. And then my kids, same thing. They get it now. They're I have one grandchild now, you know. So
oh, you're a grandfather.
He's gonna be a year. He's gonna
Look
be
at
a
that.
year soon. Yeah.
So I forgot to add that to your list of roles.
Yeah, you know, I keep things kind of, you know, private.
Like I said, you're like Michael Jackson. You know, like who mysterious, very
I'm a Michael
private.
Jackson fan now, for real.
Yeah, but very private. But you're approachable. People may not know that you can have a great conversation with you.
Yeah, thank you.
And you got a lot of wisdom.
Thank you.
And all of the jokes is out of love. Like if he's joking with you, that's because he likes you a little bit.
That's very true. That's
you know, because if he doesn't like you, or he doesn't really rock with you.
Look at our relationship. Like how many conversations have we had that's went from real quick, Wade, to an hour and a half later, 2 hours, like, you know, and we get to talking, and it ends up to be a real good conversation.
Real great conversation.
Coach.
Absolutely. You know, I'm gonna take a moment, because you got some fans, Ladies' Choice. Let me find out that's how you got that name. Lois is on here. We already said what's up to Rosie.
Yeah, she hung out at the park that day.
Yeah, Black Light Crystal is on here. Shout out.
Crystal, absolutely dope.
DJ
Phenomenal.
Black.
Dog.
What's going on?
DJ Black. Yep.
So you know, one of the things in Cheyenne. Hi, Cheyenne. You know, guys, so just so you know, that is Wade's daughter, who made my hat that says Coach Lodge, the Museum of Shea. Everybody gives me compliments on that hat. Yeah, it's one of one.
My daughter is dope.
Very fly.
Yes.
So, all right. So let's get into something else, right? Actually, I'm gonna play this next clip first, because I thought this was really cute. Have you heard of this young artist called Rado?
Yes, I have.
He is pretty phenomenal.
He's making a name too. Yeah,
he's pretty phenomenal.
And his singing and his mannerism is good. You know, it's kind of grown, but it's still in the child's place.
It's still in the child's
I do.
place.
Yeah,
So
I have a few of his songs already.
okay, and so what's cool about him is that his father is really behind a lot of this.
Yes, absolutely. I've seen that too.
And I thought this next clip I'm gonna play. I'm just taking some of this off here so y'all can see it. This next clip I'm gonna play actually shows and showcases their journey as his dad.
Yeah.
And I just was like, you know what was so cool? The young man has been working on his music
Right.
since he was really small.
Yes.
Like there's clips of him. He must have been like 5 in front of a board. And I said, "What? Look at this.
Mhm.
Who would have known?"
Hey, listen, some people are born to do what they do.
And
you know?
he's just he's so cute. He's just so cute.
Yeah.
So let me
He's definitely gonna make it.
listen. If his father got
He's
anything to
he's
say about
definitely
it,
getting a following.
let me make sure that I got this on the right thing.
You might turn around and see him on the BET Awards next week. Or whatever,
Uh-huh.
you know?
Children first. They don't have all the time in the world to do the things they used to do. Their children become a priority. They don't play when it comes to their children. They're not doing the toxic relationships. They're not doing the chaotic household. They will never put their children in harm's way. And every time you see them, you will see their children. Most of the things they do is going to be about their children. So every time you catch them going to the supermarket. You catch them making a doctor's appointment. You catch them checking up on their children at school. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I need y'all to hear me. I'm not trying to discredit anyone. But you could always tell the difference from the parents that give their all and from the parents that show up halfway.
Listen, so I say one of the things I love about Wade, like as I've got a chance to like sit and kick it with him, he got like videos of his kids, right? From DJing to playing instruments. They have always been incorporated into what he does. And so y'all know I'm a big daddy's girl, you know, so my dad's not here anymore, but I always value that. Like as we look back, there's like all these videos and stuff of my dad, for instance, and my nephew, who is phenomenal. Shout out to AJ. He's actually out at Duke University in a basketball camp this weekend.
Excellent.
But my brother was talking to him about his why, and he said his why was Pop Pop. And I thought that was phenomenal because he was so little when he passed away. But kids remember
So much.
what you invest in them.
Yeah.
So talk to me about fatherhood and your children. Because they all got a little bit of you in them in their own little ways. They like music or DJ or something, or they're creative. You know?
I didn't push any of that on them. I just it was my passion, it was my pastime, and something that I constantly was doing. So they just kind of grew up watching me and learning and, you know, messing with stuff when I wasn't looking and playing around, and they just developed themselves, I believe. But, you know, I want to be thankful for being part of the step by everything. You know, I wasn't shunned out of anything. So yeah, it was great. It's still great being a father.
Yeah.
Today was amazing. We hung out at the house and we just did what we normally do as a family, you know. It was good, you know. So I don't know, you're shying me up. I can't believe this, but yeah. Fatherhood changed me from just growing me up. You know, I just grew up and realized that someone was depending on me, and I needed to make sure that they could have what they needed.
Yeah.
And it was just and it was fun too. I got to enjoy it. I got to enjoy them, and part of the fun was allowing them to be the age that they were.
Yeah.
Because some of us kind of grow up fast, you know.
Yep.
And I tried my best to slow it down and say, if you're going to be 5, you're going to be 5, or you're not going to be acting 8 and 9, and you know. So I mean, I don't even know how to put it. It's so long, Coach. It's, you know what I mean. It's like that story is serious. It's every day. It's just became me.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we talk. I always like showcasing it because, for one, we talk so much about moms.
Oh yeah.
And
absolutely.
when we talk about fathers, we often are not speaking of fathers in positive lights in the media, especially Black fathers, and Black fathers matter. But there's actually a lot of other statistics that say very differently than what you know.
Right,
Most Black
right.
fathers are in the household. Most
Right.
Black fathers are actively involved.
Yes.
And there's a lot of Black dads that are single dads that are taking on the bulk of the weight, and that the mom has left, you know, and is not involved. So I think it's really important that we talk about the bigger story and more of the story, and not just this very siloed story about fathers leaving.
Well, I mean, my dad, he was like my best friend, for real, for real. So much involved with me that he knew all of my friends. They all call him dad. He was like the cool dad.
Right.
Everyone could talk to him. He was that guy at that time for them as well as me. Like everything that I was going through or had a problem with, I could just go to him and he would have a solution.
Yep.
You know, and
my father was very sensible. You know, I think like my mom was the turn up, but my father.
My mom was dope too. Like she was, you know, she was just amazing. She was quiet in a way, but listen, when she needed to bring out the broom, we was gonna get it. You know, like we knew. I didn't have the thing about growing up in my house. It wasn't so much the little beatings and stuff that we remember. It's the messages. Like my father would talk me to death. You know what I mean? And like he would, maybe if I got a whooping or something, it was followed by a speech, and it was like, okay, man, dang, he just got a couple of more licks in there, call it a day.
This is gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you.
He to talk to me, man, and I find myself doing the same thing with mine. You know, if we had to have a spanking or something with that, it was a long conversation with these guys, and they're just like, wow. And now they're friends again. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh man. Because we had a powwow this afternoon with all the boys, you know. They were all out there in a little circle, and I was yeah. They're like, so
you're now your father. You're your dad now.
Yeah, in
a sense,
long speeches. In a sense, but my father was he was dope. Like, you know, my friends was like real cool with my dad, and I'm like, y'all a little bit too cool at times, you know what I mean? But it was like that. It was real. My father was approachable. You know, he could have a conversation. He could also be your guy. If something was going on, he would try to help you out of it, you know? So it was, I guess I'm trying to do, and the thing is, my grandfather was dope to me, not to him, you know what I'm saying? But when I was raised with all my grandparents, so they were dope too to me, you know what I'm saying? And I was the first grandchild born here.
Yeah. So I'm speaking of born here.
I was spoiled, yeah.
Talk to us about your cultural roots.
Jamaican. Yeah. My whole family's from Jamaica.
Do you think that plays a part in the connection with the generations?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because when we came here, I mean, literally, that was the late. I think my grandparents came here in the late 60s. So it was a different time period. With our neighborhood where I grew up was predominantly white.
Now, is that Mattapan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All the neighbors. We were like, when my father bought our house, we were probably the first on that street.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like everyone.
So you're when we talk about the first Black families to move in the neighborhood, that's your family.
There was one of them. Yeah, on that street. I know on my street it was.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And it's so funny because we both live in Mattapan together, but I think the last Caucasian family, like the lady passed away, you know, because they were sprinkled around, right? But they had gotten old. Oh yeah. And
my father was friends with all of them on the street. Of friends, they were, you know, they just automatically got along with people. At least that's what I saw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was good. I didn't grow up feeling the tension of anything.
Yeah.
And then people would just move or pass away, like you said, and it kind of just went that way. You know, I didn't really witness a lot of that extra tension or racism. I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's also, you know, I always think about how certain narratives get promoted and perpetuated. Like, you know, you hear all of the negative ones of not being accepted. Yeah. You hear it's always, and those are the ones that get talked about more than, hey, we moved into the neighborhood and we was embraced, or we were able to get along. And you don't hear enough about those stories. I'm going to shout out Angelina Hightower,
Hey,
Songbird,
Angelina, yes.
and Danny from R&B and Chill is on here too.
Okay.
Thank you for tuning in.
Dope.
So, talk to me about way before, before radio, because there's a whole backstory, right?
You want to get into that?
Of the young Wade and the evolution into becoming the way we know the Ladies' Choice and being on Urban Heat. Like,
all right, well,
there's a backstory.
Let's get rid of that Ladies' Choice. Imagine it. I'm gonna tell y'all how it came about. All right, I didn't think of that name. Like, actually, I grew up in that same little time period where the hip hop started getting real, like everything around the neighborhood. All the kids were getting into it, and I was getting into it too. Joined a couple of dance crews and was trying to figure out my place in that spectrum of the hip hop. Like, what do I like doing? Do I like spray painting? Yep. Do I like dancing? Yep. Do I like? And then it just you grab it. We would just keep becoming friends, and we had a DJ in the crew, right? God rest his soul. We knew him growing up as Jimsky, but then he changed his name to Infinite Life. A lot of people know him. I used to carry his crates, follow him around, do the equipment, because I kind of grew up in that kind of household. So I understood it. And there'd be times where he'd be DJing and then he'd be like, I'm going to go dance with this chick, take over. I'm like, all right. And then there were times where like, just let Wade keep playing, come dance. Like, you know what I mean? And it just kept going that direction. And then people were like, yo, I'm going to ask you to do my party. I was like, all right. But I didn't go under DJ Wade. I was trying to go under my dance name they gave. Because back then they gave you names. Mm-hmm. Everyone had a hip hop name, right?
And what was your dance name?
Wow, coach. You're letting the cat out of the bag right there.
This is the man behind the mic. So we got to get into it.
All right. So it's funny, but if you know me, you know me. I'm always thinking of ideas. I'm always the first to say, why don't we try this? How about this? This will be dope. And they would always be like, yo, future. And they just gave me the name Futuristic.
Futuristic?
Yeah, so it was Futuristic, and then they always had a number behind it. So it was Futuristic 1. Like, it was always something.
And that's because you used to break dance, right?
Well, yeah, I did it. I tried to, you know what I'm saying? I was getting it, but I was better on the music tip versus going to battling with guys. Because I was always in the home with, the music. That was my thing. I was a drum machine dude.
You was popping and locking.
I did all that craziness for a minute. Yeah.
And what, body
but it was listen, there was Dance Wade for a minute there. There was. I was,
I think we all was. I mean, you think back to House Party, shameless plug, Wade's gonna be my DJ for my 50th birthday party for a reason, right? But it's gonna have House Party vibes. And we was moving.
That's what nobody I'm saying.
Was fat back then.
Wasn't nobody standing around with a phone.
No, we was fat.
we wasn't filming ourselves.
We was not fat.
We were just having a good time.
Good time.
Partying. I was going to college and house music. I was nowhere near that age, but I was already driving, and they were like, "Yo, come on, we're going to Framingham State, or we're going to UMass, or we're gonna go over to MIT," and I'm like, "All right," and then I just got into it.
Yeah.
And then I started just like forming a real love for all this different music.
Tony Bone said you could only do the head spin.
Most likely. Yeah,
I was asking him, really?
Yeah, I listen.
There's videos of you doing head spins.
I'm not even gonna get into it.
Tony Bone, send me the footage.
He don't know.
Tony Bone, send the footage.
I know he don't got it. I know who has it, but it ain't Phony Bone.
Shout out to Rusty and Jeff two times.
Absolutely. Shout
and
out to them.
Who was the other
Michael
DJ?
K, the legendary backspin.
The legendary backspin. I know they got footage.
Well, I tell you, we did perform, but I didn't know Rusty then. He was performing with the Short Shot 3, and it was on Lansdowne Street. They opened up for Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick, and it was us and the Unique Dominoes, which is like Wyatt Jackson and Naheem Garcia. Those were our big mentors back then. Yeah. So I grew up with these guys. I'm 11, 12, going to listen to them tell us how to become hip hop, So like it's a crazy history. History. But the Ladies' Choice thing, let me get back to that real quick.
How did you end up with that name?
Yeah, so I ended up meeting with Jonathan. I don't want to get into because I always tell the story that he'd be getting mad.
Jonathan Gates.
Yeah, Jonathan.
How did I know Jonathan had something to do?
He had something
What's
to do
up,
with
Cliff? What's up, Sarita?
What's up, y'all? He had something to do with it. And I don't know if I should tell all this, but it was
come
funky.
on.
I mean, I don't want y'all to be mad at Jonathan, you know what I mean? But he was
back in the
dim
day,
the light on your boy.
Listen, back in the day, Wade was wearing full suits, like he was fresh to death. You know, like think about House Party, the dude that had on the vests and the slacks.
You had to have style. You had to have style.
That was Wade.
All right, you had to have style. You had to have your own style. How about that?
Hey, Leroy.
You know what I mean? So, I started DJing for Jonathan for his comedy night, and I'm jumping over some years, but he asked me to DJ that night, and then I started DJing this comedy on Tuesdays with him, and he was doing the comedies, and then sometimes people were like, "Yo, let's just party tonight. We're just gonna party tonight," instead of doing comedy, and it was like that, and it roped into, it was like, wait, you got to be here by at least 5, which was ridiculous, but it was already an after work set.
Right.
People were leaving work, coming down there, having their drinks, chilling. The room would be a lot of women. Just because it was just, I guess, the right setting, the right music, everything. So Jonathan used to look up all the time, and then he started saying it on the mic. Yeah, real, I didn't even go by DJ Wade. He was like, yeah, DJ Wade's in here, y'all. And it was like, huh? Like he totally took out all, and then it just took a life of its own. It was too far for me to grab it back and say, no, don't call me that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't. It was already on the road, and I was like, well,
we got something else in common, huh? I did not give myself the name Coach La or La.
But it just took
people
a life.
Gave it to me.
Right.
Even your favorite around the way therapist, I did not give that to myself.
Yeah.
People gave it to me.
The roles would be, it'd have a lot of, women in there, and maybe, drinking and chilling and partying. And then it got to a point where they were getting on the phone, not them, but guys that would come in there, be like, yo, come down to the Rose. There's mad females down here, bro. Come on. And then Jonathan would just, keep that whole, LL thing going. And I was just like, all right, let's.
Hey, but
he was the first, promoter for me that was actually putting my name on something.
That's dope.
And then I got
shout out to Jonathan Gates,
Jonathan
man.
was that dude.
People don't realize how legendary. I tell him all the time that he's famous. He tells me he's not.
Absolutely.
But I think
definitely opened the door for me.
That's the humbleness in Uncle JG. But he's always looking at putting people on. If you sit with Uncle JG long enough, he gives you ideas. Yeah. He's creative. He's giving. Love you, bestie. I know you'll listen.
I'm gonna say this
later.
not at first. But as you get to know him, yes.
Well, I'll say this. He drops nuggets even if you don't want them. Because even before he was like, we were as friends, because I consider him a friend now. Yeah. He still was telling me stuff, even if he was telling me in a fatherly way.
Okay.
But I learned a lot from him early in my career.
Yeah, he was the big bro in the neighborhood. Like, you know what I mean? He
gonna tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And, so, I have this up here, right? Your gift will make room for you. Too many people spend years waiting to be discovered. The truth is that opportunities often find those who are already doing the work. And I love it when my show just sort of is in sync, because you had no idea I was going to put that on the screen.
What's
but
that?
You just doing what you love, playing music.
I don't have the live up, unfortunately.
So that's fine. You don't need it, but the people see it.
My apologies, y'all. My phone, there's something going on with it.
Yeah, something's going on with Wade's phone. But what happens is, by you doing what you love and following your gift, most of us didn't get into what we're into because we were creating a brand. You hear that now, right? Yeah, like everybody's talking about branding and marketing and social media. Right. We just did what we loved, and your reputation superseded you.
Correct.
Right. Yeah. And so we didn't create. You didn't create
it was
DJ
purely,
Wade, the lady's choice.
Actually, like I said, other people was like, he's pretty good. Won't we get him to do the party?
Right.
And that's kind of, he has records too. And, he seems like he really like what he's doing. So let's get him. And then one party led to another party because I was a basement dude. I was a backyard dude. I was, all of it. And it started out back then on turntables with me in the mixer and trying to get up enough money to keep investing in myself to keep it going.
Right.
That's all my money went back into the process. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all hear this? So once again, y'all are listening to Conversations with Coach La right here on Urban Heat. Boston has Black Radio. Make sure you download that iHeart Radio app if you haven't done so already. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Right.
So make sure you keep us locked. And tonight we're talking about confidence, consistency, and community, but from the standpoint of my model, which is betting on self. A lot of times people don't realize where a lot of people that you admire are in life in terms of success started off with an interest and being in the right place at the right time, or trying something that they didn't even know if they were going to like, or like you said, carrying somebody else's crates and just being there, supporting. And next thing you know, your opportunities show up for you, and not because you were looking for them, but just because you were in a space of doing something you were interested in.
Correct.
Because sometimes people think when you do that, you're trying to get on, or you're trying to use people.
Yeah. Well, I have a story about that too.
Oh, well,
quick.
tell us, please. I'm all ears.
I ended up meeting one of my mom's friends' husband was a DJ, and I would go with him as well to help him because, like, I liked it. I didn't mind being a roadie and being in that atmosphere because it was fun to me. And he grew fond of me too. He was like, "Hey, you're pretty good, man. I like the way you're doing what you're doing." And he was like, if you ever need equipment to do something, I'll help you out. And I was like, what? So naturally, people are like, "Yo, wait, can you do this?" And at first, I'm like, "Nah, I don't have equipment." Now I'm like, "Well, yeah, So I had booked something, and went to this dude a few days before, like, "Yo, if it's okay, can I just borrow your speakers? I only need a couple of speakers because, I got this party on Saturday." And he was like, "Who? Where? What?" I was like, "Really, dog? Like you said." So, I went home and I'm like, my father could read my face easy. And he was like, "Yo, man, what happened?" And I started telling him about dude. And he was like, "Well, just use the speakers we got." But we had dope speakers, but they were house, They for the house. They're not supposed to be going out, big wooden speakers going out, Bose. And, my father was a Bose guy. So I was like, "Dad, I can't bring these out." He's like, "Well, what do you want?" And I started explaining to him, and he was like, "Come on, I'll take you. Go get it." And I was like, "What?" And he took me and he bought me my first pair of Gem Sound speakers.
What?
Yeah, and
shout out to Dad making your dreams come true.
And from that day to today, I still DJ. Like,
wow.
I've had the opportunity. Like, both of my parents are gone right now, but I've had the opportunity for them to see me do what I do, and be like, "Wow, I didn't think you was gonna," you know what I mean? Like, my very first. When I can remember asking for something, when they would say, "What do you want for your birthday or Christmas?" it always was around music. I would want a stereo or a certain piece of equipment. Or I was also the child that was, because I was, like I said, the first grandchild, I was always sent away every summer to be auntie's house, or they'd be in Jamaica or New York or Miami. I was always sent away. So I was the kid that was in the living room messing with their stereos and listening to their records. And they were like, "You don't want to go outside? There's something you don't want to go outside." I was like, "No, I don't want to go outside." I was in the house listening. And
we find out that was like video games.
Oh, man.
Turntables was like video games.
It was so important to me to see their reaction when I put on their records. It just became a thing. I don't know how, but when I see like movies, like that's, what is it, Straight Outta Compton, when you see Dre laying on the ground and literally with his headphones and music everywhere, that was literally me. Like, I did that. I told my father I didn't want a bedroom set. I just wanted a wall unit. And I had a couch. And records was everywhere in there. Like, literally, I was in there, headphones, laying down. I'm like, wow, this wasn't just me. But I didn't know anybody else was
doing
vibing that way, right? But music was everything. It was not television in my house. It was books or music. And I loved the music. My father would come in from work or wherever, and the first thing he would do is turn on music in the house. And it would get to, you have a few drinks, and it's like, man, he passed out over there. The music's still going. So until you hear that shh, shh, shh. And I had to figure out how to stop it, how to move the needle off the record and turn it down or turn it up. And I was like, this is dope. Like, I just loved it. You know what I mean? And he would come in the house and see me already playing music. He'd be like, oh, all right. And it was his music, it was his records. So he loved what I was playing, right? And I just learned music that way. I don't know.
Like one of the
my
best
mother
ways.
She loved all genres of music. So it wasn't just like, Jamaican West Indian music. She had me watching like the movies like Saturday Night Fever and, disco and Lawrence Welk with some of the like old like music. And I was like, what? And Fats Domino. She loved all these different types of genres of music, and she just got me into it, listening to her.
Yeah, and when you can tell in your sets, you can go from different genres.
I try to really love it. Like I try to make people see the love in the music. Like I try to write a story every time I'm playing to make sense. I'm always like, if you really listen to the words I'm playing, you'll be like, oh, this kind of makes sense, Wade. That's how I was taught.
Shout out to DJ Nestle Quick. He plays like that too.
Real good dude. Yes.
DJs that came up in that era talk through the records.
Yeah.
They talk through the records. Every song is telling you about a mood and switching you.
Or being in love.
All of that, right?
Making those tapes, those slow jam tapes, and having those girls say, listen, you made me a tape. What is all this?
Yo, can you bring that back? I need somebody to make me a mixtape. That was like the classic of somebody that was like love story.
Make
you a mixtape. You knew you had it when he made you a mixtape. Yeah. Your name was on it and stuff.
You learned all those music
songs.
When
did you realize that music and media were more than just hobbies?
Because I actually
and they were your purpose.
I love radio. I used to stare at the radio and try to imagine what those people look like or the stories that they told. I was like, wow, it left you to a lot of imagination, as well as like reading, So sometimes you just listen to the story or listen to people play music, and I have to go, wow, man. And next thing, as soon as they're done, I'm going to go try it. I'm going to go see if I can do it. So my brother, Josh, we were actually pretending we were doing radio in my house before an opportunity came through the door. It was always low. Come on, let's set up the equipment and act like we already doing it. And we would make tapes and hand it out or sell them. And people were like, what station is this? You know what I mean? WADE. What's this? What station is this? I'm like, listen, man, this dude would join. This dude. And we was out there doing it. And it was some crazy stuff, but I still have recordings of that. And I just had an opportunity to be on Touch, right? And I said, yo, man, you want me and you to do this? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, well, I got a concept. I want to do this thing called a block party show. But what I wanted to be around is not just, music that we naturally love right now, but older music and actually newer music. And what I mean by newer music, let's bring the kids in. So my kids were part of the radio show as well. So they were in there. They all had their little gimmicks or ideas and names. So the people that were listening on the radio was like, who is these little kids on the radio? And then they would tell their friends. So now their friends are listening. And we were on Touch every Saturday afternoon, right after Skippy White. And it was fun. It was just fun to do. And we were getting a lot of attention because people would say, hey, after that show, come do our cookout or something. And it kind of went there,
Wow. So, we talk about therapy because, okay. You've been watching this show for a while, one of my earlier supporters of like, yes, coach, you should do a show.
Yes.
And, people can look at therapy in a negative way in a lot of ways, but I've created this show to debunk that because it's really no more than what me and Wade are doing right now. Yeah. Often it's just being able to talk
and get it out
and reconnect with your purpose and your passion and remember why you want to live and when it was easy and fun.
Yeah.
So what does therapy mean to you?
For me personally, I want to say it's definitely the music plays a big part of it because it just brings me to a different mindset. And I don't know, it's therapy. Because I'm not one, honestly, to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go see this person because I need to speak to them. I'm definitely one that keeps it in. I'm definitely one that will try and figure it out on my own. I'm a, what do you call it, introvert?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, now when I go to be on stage, I'm definitely going to perform. But after that, I'm off the stage. I'm in the corner. I'm not going to do the tour. I'm not doing over the whole building. When I go to something, I'm where I'm at. I'm not going to be all over the building, you know? So I'm to myself a lot. I try to concentrate a lot on myself and what I did good or what I did bad. So I don't know if I'm the I don't have the mindset to actually maybe sit down with somebody. At least I don't think, like, you know, and it's nothing on you, because maybe I'm getting therapy right now. I wouldn't even know it. You know what I mean? But
That's my little secret.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
this show is therapy.
You're allowed to get something off your chest, right? So yeah, I get it.
Well, you know, when I thought about going into this, because this isn't what I thought I would be doing with my life.
No, okay.
I went to school and was focused on the money.
Yeah.
You know, I have a degree in economics and I have a degree in Black history for undergrad.
Okay.
So I just figured the route to solve most of the issues was resources, which was money.
Yeah.
I had money, I could do things for my community. Correct. I could buy back the block. I could create my own programs.
Yeah.
I didn't really know I was already thinking in like a social work
type of
therapy mindset.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
As I've done more and more, I realized that that's only part of it, because you can get money, and if your mind's not right and your mental health's not right, you'll be broke quick.
Yeah.
Because you won't really know what to do with the money, and you'll be using that to sort of lick your wounds.
That's true.
Because you haven't dealt with whatever you need to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So I know a lot of people are not going to go to a therapist. A lot of people still think, what's the point?
Right.
I don't need to talk about my problems.
I wouldn't say what's the point. I'm just saying the type of person you are. Like, if you're, you know, I'm not going to discount it in any way. I probably could benefit a lot from it.
Yeah.
But just my mindset's just in a place where I'm quick to solve or figure things out.
But you also had two parents. And I think that for a lot of us that had guidance and got love and support, like your father was like, what's wrong with you? I could see it on your face.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
And you tell him the problem and he goes and fix it.
I had the best childhood. Like, I was never ignored. I was always a lot of attention. So I wasn't craving any of that. You know what I mean?
But that's not everybody's experience.
Yeah, I get that.
So I feel like for some, having a therapist is like corrective parenting.
I see.
It's a way to get what you didn't get in the stages of development that you should have gotten it in.
Yeah.
And then for individuals like you and I, we do therapy all the time and don't realize it. There's days you sit in here and you just watch a show and you take a minute to pause and
I remember stories and I remember things that I've already experienced, especially talking with my parents. And then sometimes I run across people that I've never known, and then they become like brothers and sisters to me. Like this radio station, I've been here maybe 6 years now. You couldn't tell me I didn't know these people all my life. The way that we get together and act is so warm and welcoming. It's what made me like really like say, you know, you got to take the shield down a little bit, Wade, and be cool. Like, you know, let them in, you know, and because we've been through it here. You know, we're all like, what happened?
We really like a family.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? So,
these are all my brothers and sisters.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, I've learned to like accept it, say, yo, these are my peeps, yo. You know
you know, when you realize that that is the case, is how we come together when we're supposed to and when we need to.
Yeah. I love, remember I said in the beginning, I'm a friend. I love being a friend. I'm not the person that's going to shine and be like, no, you can't shine now. I'm going to be like, come on, it's shining over here. Come get some. Come get, you want to get on? I was like that when I started DJing. Other dudes was like, yo, they would never let me play in there. I said, well, get up there and DJ. A lot of dudes can contest to that. Be like, yo, Wade he let me do it.
Just give you a chance.
Yeah, like if you're not getting a chance, I'm the first one to be like, why don't you try? Go, try. Do it now. I'm going to walk away for a minute.
Right. Which I think speaks to leaders, right? And sometimes we think the leaders are the one getting the accolades, getting the awards.
Yeah, I'm all set. You keep all the trophies, man. Just you allow me to love what I do.
Right.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons why, especially this season, I've been picking people that I feel are living legends that people don't even know.
Nah.
Because sometimes you sound like Jonathan.
You ain't gonna when I was messing with y'all at that ladies, that you was like, oh, I better
Nope.
Yeah, it's true. Come
So
on.
that's true.
And I was teasing. I was
No,
honestly
you were.
just teasing. I was because I told you as soon as the phone rang, I said, Coach, that was my first sentence to you, right?
You
Don't
know,
look
let
up
me-
in the sky. Why are you looking in the sky?
because
I was-
I'm trying to tell
That's
you
not the words I
something.
said. Is
You
that the
did.
word?
All of
Okay.
that's true.
All right.
None of that's not true. All
What?
of it's true. All of everything you're saying is true.
You hear this, Momo?
That's all true.
My daughter's in here, y'all. But she's
And-
off camera.
And all that's true. And you were on my list anyway.
Say that now. But when I went to that meeting and started teasing
See?
y'all,
See, why can't
all
I
of a
have
sudden,
why can't it both
all of
things
a
be true?
sudden, how they do it?
Yes, but
That's how they.
all
They do it
things are
quick.
true. And I say that because me and you talk all the time.
Yes, we do.
We talk all the time. And I had Jonathan on here. I had Angelina on here.
Yeah.
And one of the things Marv
This
said.
is your best show lately, by far. This is the one.
Okay.
This is when
I
it's
love you.
take it.
I love you.
I love you too,
So
Coach.
so Marv actually, shout out to Marv.
I remember
al-
you had him on years ago.
Yes, but Marv has always said, ask the people at the radio station.
Yeah.
He was like, you really don't like if you ask the people at the radio
I've
station.
gotten to
be a
know.
guest.
I've gotten to know you all so much better by just having conversations like this, especially on the air. You know, when people get to know you, and a lot of our listeners and
Thank you,
people,
Sarida.
they-
Accept the compliment, Wade.
what?
Sarida said,
Listen,
accept
don't
the
stop.
compliment.
Sarita's the first one to hide in the hallway over here talking about. I was up there. I was there. Where were you, Sarita? In the hallway behind.
You see him?
us.
You see me
behind
trying
the
to give him
stove.
his flowers. He wouldn't let me. He wouldn't let me give it to him.
Sarita's mad cool. I met her here. She's dope person, but she be talking mad trash. Yo.
I love her.
She came out of the closet with it too. She wasn't like that at first, and all of a sudden, her true colors started shining right through. She became real with it. I was like, oh,
But
okay.
that's most people, right? Once you talk to them,
She got warm. She got
right,
easy.
and that's why we shouldn't
Yeah.
judge people by exterior, right?
Yeah, true,
and I
true.
think also we need to look at life like that too.
Yes.
Life is going to have its ups and downs, people.
Yeah, and-
Everything is not always going to go your
Correct.
way.
Everybody has up and days.
You know,
days.
think about this. If
Yeah.
that guy hadn't not done what he did, you would have never got an opportunity for your father to support you and go buy those speakers.
I know. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like those.
So
are,
some
those are the
things are
moments I
supposed
sit
to
there.
happen
That's very true.
to
Yeah.
open up the door for something else. So
Yes.
sometimes we got to sit with, well, what is this supposed to teach me?
Right.
And maybe it was just so you know you don't never have to worry about it. You was always going to have support.
I've met wonderful people just because of that train of thought. Just thinking, what can this lead to? Like, how far are we gonna go? And believe me, like, I've gotten a lot of love here in Boston. If I don't know, I don't know who the haters are. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I get along with everybody.
And
so.
I learned that from you. Actually, you'll
Yeah.
remind me, Coach, don't worry about that kind of stuff. You know,
Yeah,
take that
like-
off your mindset. So that takes us to the bet on
Mhm.
self moments, right?
Mhm.
I've become known as the bet on self coach. I mean,
Right.
it's
Right.
taken a life of its own.
Yes.
And it started with my dad telling me, get
Do
out
this.
your
You
head
can do this.
and bet on yourself, baby.
Yeah, you can do this.
I mean, don't worry about all of that stuff. And even if nothing else fails, you'll always win because you put forth your effort and you put forth
I
you.
always felt that way with
So-
growing up. My father and mother were always like, who's better than you? Nobody. And that was in my mind. I'm confident, like, I'm going to do this. Then when things happen that gave me a different train of thought, they get right back in there and say, what did I tell you? What we talked about? And then I go right back in line with it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you know, those moments of defining decisions where you choose healing, growth, and change, even when it's uncomfortable. But more importantly, when you say, if not me, then who?
Yeah.
And if not now, then when?
And when, right?
I started listening to this audio book about the superior man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's one for men and one for women. I just, you know,
What chapter am I?
Well, I just started listening to it. I'm on chapter 1. But when I
Okay.
start like feeling like I'm running out of topics or things to talk about, or I just need to be stimulated, I start reading books again and listening to
Okay.
audiobooks. So
Yes, good
what's
thing.
interesting about this is one of the first lessons that I took away from this book was to stop waiting for things
Yeah.
to be different, or once this happens, then this is going to happen. And once I get this, then I can do that. And it was like accepting where you are and being
Mhm.
present in the present moment.
Mm.
So like people who get clothes, I gotta wait till a special occasion. Just get dressed.
Just get dressed, yo.
You're going
Enjoy it,
outside,
yes.
wear your stuff.
Yes.
Why do you gotta wait until you're going to be seen?
Yes.
The world is, you're going in the world. People are gonna see you.
Correct.
So it's just like changing our mindset about life, because none of us are guaranteed tomorrow.
Yeah, I was never, what's that word? Superficial?
Superficial.
I was never that kid either. Like, I just liked what I liked. I wore what I wore. I was never ever trying to compete with the Joneses. I didn't have to wait on a special occasion. If I wanted to wear this today, I wore it today. You know, that was always the mindset growing up too.
Yeah, that's how I got through COVID.
Just live.
People kind of was like, well, I don't have to go anywhere. So
drink.
they stopped getting dressed and was in their pajamas all day. I'm like, we're not going to be in COVID forever. Get up and get dressed.
I was told that if they don't accept you, they never did.
My father told me that.
Really? See, that's what I'm saying.
So when I became a mom, because I ended up being a single mom, but I knew that was going to happen, there was a part of me that was ashamed, right, of being a single mom. So it's like I would have my son with me, or I would have to bring him with me. And I didn't want to ask people to watch him because I felt like I decided to be a mom. So I needed to be a mom 24/7 all the time. And my father said, any place that you go that you can't go as a mom and they can't accept you as a mom is not a place you need to be there. Yeah. And that shifted my mindset, because I used to bring my son to class. Yeah. I did my whole graduate degree, and there was times that there was no one to watch him.
And you did it.
So I would bring his snacks and a bag of things, and I would sit in the back of the class so nobody would notice me.
Or would interrupt.
And I would have him next to me, and he would be doing whatever. Every now and again, you would hear him giggle because he was like listening to his iPad or something. But for the most part, he was just well-mannered, and no one knew he was there.
See?
And I didn't realize how many women I had inspired, but I was ashamed. Like, people's going to be like, "Ooh, she can't find a babysitter. She got to bring her kid to school." So it's just interesting. You get two different.
If people don't love you for you, just who you are, they're not gonna. Yeah. You know, and I've never tried to, like, at least I don't think I can say that I try to conform. I just try to be me. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, real honest right now. I joke a lot. And it's like you said earlier, it's because I like you now. You got me open. I'm expecting you to joke back with me.
Right. And not to take it personal.
Like, because I'm like, nah, dude, we better than this.
He cracked on me real bad about being a rapper, but that's Marv's fault. I didn't write that rap, y'all. Marv wrote it.
Now she don't want to own it, y'all.
Marv wrote it. He's the ghostwriter.
Because how good it's great, but I'm saying you don't want to own it now, right? See?
No, I own that. I did approve.
What did I say? I said something.
Yeah, you said
what?
Me and Stacy was doing something. I don't remember. But
no, I just said, when did he have the white girls on the rap?
See.
I don't know. Y'all listen to the beat, the words. What y'all listening to?
Coach La and the pace to be. Okay. Everybody want to be like me.
Yeah,
you should know. You should.
I was like, who are these white women he has on these tracks?
Whatever.
Like, what happened?
Shut up, Wade. But this is how we are every day, all day. What do you think about this? Your reputation is built by repetition. People also often think success happens through one big moment, but often it is built through thousands of small moments of showing up. What do you think about that?
I've had both, man. I've had some great big moments and some little ones that added up to even bigger, great moments, you know? So I think being able to do what I love and sometimes getting a little money or some fun out of it, something you get out of it, you winning. You're doing something you love to do, and people love you doing it, so you winning, right?
I think so. I think that we got to stop waiting for big moments and downplaying everything that leads up to the big moment.
Well, that's sort of like saving your clothes, right? Yeah. Waiting. I'm gonna wait to wear this till when I get.
And some people never get there, and the whole time of you sitting and waiting for the big moment, you miss out. And then your attitude can be, I think too, your attitude gets, you get resentful and apathetic because you're like, why not me? Or when is my turn? That you miss out, like all this stuff is happening.
No, I've never been a jealous person either. I'm like, that's dope. If you got something going on, I'm happy for you. Genuinely, like, that's dope.
Yeah.
And then I look at
I
me
can't
like,
say that. I think I've been jealous.
Yeah?
Yeah, when people go on those nice trips and stuff, I'd be like, ooh, I'm
But that's what I'm
jealous.
saying.
I want to be on that trip
if I got the thought of wanting it, I just went ahead and did something to get myself in that position.
I've done both. So some people use jealousy to get mad, envious, or become a hater. For me, jealousy is fuel.
It's fuel. There it is.
I go, I want that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes.
That's dope what they got.
Yeah.
I'm jealous because I want that. Now, how do I get it?
Right.
How did you get it? Tell me how you did that. Teach me. And then I go do it too.
Exactly. Because I have no background in radio at all, but I just automatically knew that I could do it. And whoever I still watch and learn and listen.
That's what shout out to Mark Harris. Mark always would tell me, listen to this person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, never in a way of competition, but more in a way of inspiration.
And learning. Yes, absolutely.
So I think jealousy can be inspiration if you use it properly.
I agree
it's
with
just
that.
channeling things in a
different
positive
energy.
way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Not in a like, why they got that?
Yeah,
they don't deserve that.
Yeah,
not that. I'm more of a like
that.
I'm like, yo, her outfit is fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna go recreate.
I'm gonna go do something, for me to make me feel as fresh as that person.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So
I don't see that nowadays with a lot of the generation now. It's like everybody kind of blending in too much.
Yeah. But we had beat biters too. We had people that was biting each other and was catty and jealous and stuff too. But I think it's just switching your mindset to how can this help me evolve?
Right.
What can I learn from this person?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it anyway.
Yeah, it's been an interesting ride. The whole ride, I've learned a lot. Had some disappointments along the ride. So you learn from that. It's like, okay, all right, you know what you need to do, Wade? Sit back now, use this and see if you can do it this way. And, and that's how I take it. It's like, all right, cool. Opportunity. I'm going to make the opportunity,
I'm glad you said that because in this world, right, there's always somebody doing what you're doing, either better than you or you're better than someone else. It's like, how do you channel that with so many DJs in Boston being AKA supposedly so small?
I always say on my street alone, it's probably 200.
Like
just my street.
Small and
I'm not going to say I'm the best, but I'm definitely going to say, you know what? I'm going to try to do what I do. Hopefully somebody will like it. Hopefully they're going to like it. They're going to enjoy it. And we had a good time at a party. It's a party at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. We had a gathering. Everybody danced. We had some fun, maybe some beverages, whatever. And then we went home. It's nothing more. Like, it's okay, on to the next one, another party, and then it's not like it's only one good party we're ever gonna have. No, this is every day for some people.
And again, I keep saying there's enough for everybody to eat.
Exactly.
There's billions of people in the world.
Yes.
There's no one DJ can do all the parties. You just can't. So they just like there's multiple restaurants. It's okay.
If they love the way you DJ, that's great. People want to hire you because they love the way you DJ, then that's dope, my dude. Yes. I'm not gonna be here like, no, you know what? That word undercut comes up a lot with money. It's not even about the money. A lot of times and people can tell you about it too. Like, it's not about the money with me. It don't always. I think
everybody gotta know their lane.
It's not always monetary. There's some things that you just need to do. Yeah. Because it's the right thing to do, and they know you can do it. Yeah. So go ahead and do it for them. Yeah. And you'd be surprised at what you get back.
Yeah. I think giving and serving and having purpose, which goes back to you and I and a lot of us didn't get into what we're doing because of the money. We got into it because we love what we do.
Yeah, and somebody recognized it.
It's different.
Somebody saw it and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give them an opportunity. I'm gonna let them try."
Yeah,
and encouraged us too.
Wasn't chasing a brand. It wasn't creating a brand. The brand came after. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you already know what's gonna happen. Is it time?
Well, 1 minute.
1 minute. So we got one more segment to go to. Which is Coach's Corner.
Oh, okay.
But we wrap everything up and we put in a nice little present for a bowl for people to open up throughout the week so they can feel inspired and, to bet on themselves. So I like talking to people who I feel are successful in their own right, because success for me has always been doing what you love, buying a house, having a family, good health, living a life you can be proud of. That's success for me. Here we go.
We are the Urban Heat. Expect the unexpected. Unorthodox radio from Boston and beyond. Heat981fm.com and iHeart Station.
Shout out to Mark Harris.
Absolutely.
So glad that that's in there forever.
Yes. Yeah. Did you peep the T-shirt I had on?
Yep.
Franklin Park?
Yep. I did keep it. Hey there, Chip. Thank you for tuning in.
What's up, Chip?
So you guys are tuned in to Conversations with Coach La La La. Boston has Black radio. This is the Urban Heat, 98.1 FM. We are on iHeart Radio. We're the only Black-owned radio station that's on iHeart Radio.
That's right.
Make sure y'all download the app, download it, and tell a friend to tell a friend so you can keep us locked 24/7.
Be a friend and tell a friend.
Yes. All that. 24/7. We got it. We
24/7.
got the music. We got the talk radio. We got the news. We
Good
got the
music.
sports.
Good music.
If you guys enjoyed
Come
your
on.
time at
Yes.
Juneteenth, that is the vibe every day on this
All
radio
the time.
station.
Absolutely.
Shout out to everybody on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitch. Who am I forgetting? YouTube. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you share the live. Thank y'all for all y'all participation, because Wade is a special guest. So I love that y'all came to support.
I get the special, but the special?
Like special. Not the short bus special, but just like, I'm so special, so special. Yeah, that kind of special. So this last segment, right? For all y'all sports people, is Coach's Corner. And what I have learned in this almost 50 years here, no matter how great people are, they've had mentors, coaches, guidance, spiritual guidance. They've had somebody along the way that's been a part of their greatness. So I like this moment of the show to be where we take a minute, if we had the opportunity to give some people some coaching, right? To give them some nuggets, some things that they could go back and listen to later, because this is our legacy. This show's our legacy. This episode is your legacy. People ever want to go back and listen to some of your stories?
Yeah.
This is one of the ways I'm able to contribute to the culture. Is we used to have orators,
This is dope. Yes.
where they would tell the stories and they would get passed down, but we don't do that as much. So where do the stories go? Where do the stories go? They're gonna die with us if we don't find a way to capsulate them.
What are they going to remember?
So this show is a way of doing that, right? These episodes will be like a blueprint for people to go back and listen to. Each one of the guests are writing this story. So from Wade's perspective, what do you want people to take away from this conversation about culture and community and confidence?
I definitely love the fact that we're all individuals. We all have an upbringing and we all have a certain culture. And I think you should dive into yours. I think you should figure out your family and know where you come from so that you can kind of design and go a direction with your own life. I'm big on culture. I'm big on the root, like the show Roots and Culture. Like I'm big on trying to keep what I learned alive, so to teach others. And some of the beliefs are not, you don't have to believe everything. You can take what you want out of whatever I'm doing or saying and apply it to your life. It doesn't mean I'm doing everything correctly, but you got to be able to see my movement. You got to be able to say, this person invested in me. This person sat and gave me time. And that's the one thing you can't buy.
Isn't that the truth?
That's something that people take for granted sometimes. And if you can talk to anyone that has big money, they would want to spend it on time. They'd want to buy that time back. So right now most people, their best time wasted is with their children. You know what I'm saying? They're giving it to them like, yo. And if you're not making that investment, then shame on you. I think you need to do that. I think you need to teach them what they don't know yet. Give them their roots, give them their culture, and let them make decisions on their own about what they're going to do with their lives and try and help them with it and secure them and say, look, don't go down that road, go down this road. I can tell you why, because we've experienced it. I'm not saying I'm smarter than you, but I experienced some things.
I think that's important. And I think when you talked about your father earlier,
yeah,
he did a lot of talking, but it was a reason for it.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
that's how that stuff gets embedded in you. Even when my father kept talking about bet on self at the time, I'm like, Daddy, you just saying that because you're my father,
Right.
and you're always gonna tell me I'm great and I can be great. But
Yeah.
what if I can't? What if I can't? He's like, first of all, you need
Yeah.
to take that out your
Word.
vocabulary.
Don't even use that word.
So I didn't realize he was planting those seeds,
Yeah.
even down to him preparing me for him not being here.
Yeah.
You know, he said,
Yeah.
baby, I'm not always gonna be here.
Yeah.
You need to spend more time with me. You need to get what you
It's deep.
need to get
Yeah,
and
it
ask me
is.
what you need to ask me, because I'm
Very
not going to
deep.
always be here. And I was like, stop saying that.
Yeah.
But I find myself saying it even to my son, because you do
Yeah.
take things for granted.
I try to still be a little relevant with what they're going through, and have not just a seriousness to it, because when I was getting the seriousness, sometimes I didn't take it in that way. You know, I'd be like, why you gonna always be scolding me and mad at me? Like, you can't just talk and what, you know, not realizing that's what he was doing. But it's on in the delivery.
Yeah.
Right? They say how it starts off in the conversation. So I just think that like,
We
I
hear the
know my kids are gonna do better than I did as a parent, you know, because I see how they're already moving and what they're trying to accomplish. And I'm just grateful that I have time to see some of this.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
To be able to be here.
Yeah.
I now look at every year as such a blessing. I'm so excited about my 50th birthday.
Guess who I met this afternoon?
Who did you meet?
I met one of my friend's father. He brought his father over to my house just to say hi. His father is turning 100 in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Right?
Well, shout out to Mr. Woods.
This
Mr. Woods
dude,
turning 95.
So this guy was up. I started playing some, Haitian music. He was up jamming. I'm like, and he's like, you got any liquor? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, Pops. Like, yeah, here's a little something, I mean, and it's like, wow, this guy's 100, and he's moving like he literally looked, like he was maybe 70 or something. His son looked older than him in a way. Like, I thought that was your baby. But I mean, to meet a person today, and we're talking about your 50th, and this guy's 50 years ahead of, like, yo,
I just hope to see that.
It's possible. And then my other friend came through, and he's like, I don't think I want to live that long. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, dog, how you gonna say that? Dude's right over there, man. What are you telling? I don't know, man. 100? I said, but look at him, though. He's moving up there. He's grooving. He's having a good time, joking and laughing and all that. And I'm hearing stories about what he does, because he lives near Common Square. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, yeah. And I'm hearing all this.
Mr. Wood still gets up and gets
dapper. Yeah, Mr. Wood.
Dapper.
Like, we go back as far as Jonathan, that whole time period. That's when I met Mr. Woods, right there at the Rose at the door. And we clicked from then, Yeah.
My first time meeting with Mr. Woods was going to Slade's, and he was at the door.
Yeah. He used to manage a lot of door spaces, like, for all of the promoters, because they could trust him.
Yep, and he did that job. He did it, hearing impaired and all.
He could read lips.
He did a great job.
Man, he was a man.
Great job.
And he's still that guy. He still talks that way. He's absolutely a great personality to me. He's funny as hell.
Yes, I love when he got an opportunity to host the show.
Oh man, listen,
he killed it. Killed it. So I think when we wrap up tonight, it's really about taking the time to get to know the people that's in your circle.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you don't realize how much support is in your tribe or in your network, because you don't really have conversations of substance.
Okay.
Stop for a second. Talk to people about their day. And I think for me, that's therapy too.
It is.
In so many spaces, people feel like they're not seen. Yeah. They don't belong, and nobody really knows them.
Yeah. Yeah. And
it's just very transactional, right? It's coming and going, coming and going, coming and going.
Depressing for some, right?
Yes.
They feel like they don't have no value.
No value. So don't just say, hey, how you doing, but don't really mean it, right? Ask people about more than just the day-to-day of the minutia. Just like we talk about all kinds of things.
It's one word, and that word is care. Just act like you care.
Not actually care.
Well, yeah, like
actually
what
care.
I mean.
Because people
You know
act
what I
like
mean
they
by
care all the time.
No,
and
I
they
don't
really
mean like act like, be Denzel. I'm just saying act like, show me some concern.
Yeah.
Show it to me. Let me know that, I do matter.
Yeah. And again, I got to give another shout out to Marv, because I think on so many
Great
levels,
Yeah.
he teaches a lot of us, if you weren't taught that, what that looks like.
Yeah.
And his
Marv
day-to-day
is very patient.
actions,
Very patient
right?
guy. Good guy.
His day-to-day actions, he demonstrates what it looks like to care about us. Yeah. And he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to care about us. But he does when people are sick, when people are going through things,
definitely
birthdays.
above and beyond.
He'll just, he's just a good guy. Shout out to you, Marv. If you hear this tomorrow. But if just know you're loved, appreciate it. And that doesn't mean we don't fight, and that doesn't mean we don't have conflict.
You already know.
Because we talk trash about each other
every day.
But don't you talk trash to him about I get real funny about him. But I have had my moments.
To be fair, I talk trash about everybody.
But I think sometimes when people think, people don't realize that critique or having an issue with somebody doesn't mean that there's not love there. Needing a moment to pause doesn't mean that there's not love there because we had an argument or a disagreement. That doesn't mean there's not love there. People will mistake that.
I don't think you should be mean either. Like, we can be having jokes and everything else, but if some joke come out of nowhere on some things, it's like, yo, you been holding on to that or something? That's how you really feel?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, why would you say that? Out of everything, I can get all the jokes, but that? Don't be mean. Don't do that. Not the mean stuff, hell.
Well, it's funny because we were talking about whether or not I should have a roast
at
my birthday party. So hear me out.
Ain't
Right?
Nobody gonna get up and say nothing about you.
So the whole idea of the roast, because me being naive, I'm just like, well, it's your friend's joke, and they're like, no, a roast is awful. Yeah. People say mean things.
Yeah, they do.
So, but again, it goes back to comedy. It's like, where's the fine line between I'm joking with you and mean?
Yeah, that
so I was told that I don't want to be roasted. Don't roast me. But
I mean, having a few chuckles, it should be in everyone's parties or whatever, I think. But to directly try to just be mean spirited, like, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's a joke, it excuse me, it has to land as a joke, right? It can't just come across as being mean.
So I go back to, and I know we digressing, but caring about it is just do it from a good place, right? I think we know when we're coming from a place of love versus when we're petty, or we're doing it to be sarcastic, or we're doing it to be nasty. Right. Check yourself. Remember that? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Yeah. Folks just need to be kinder.
I agree.
Not only to others, but to themselves, because most people in their own inner thoughts are mean to themselves.
Yeah, and it can cause you to think a certain way and act a certain way.
Yeah, but if you cussing your own self out and you don't feel like you look good, and
it starts with you. You got to love you. Yeah. If you're gonna love anybody, you got to love yourself first.
Which is why I tell y'all to bet on yourself.
Absolutely.
It's way bigger than what people think. I just feel like if people overall feel better about themselves, and take better care of themselves,
give yourself a try,
they will show up better in the world.
Yeah,
that's my thought. If I'm doing good and I got good thoughts and I'm on my path, I don't got time to hate and be miserable and just be mean to people because I'm in a good place.
Right.
Hurt people. And a lot of people are walking around just hurt, miserable, unhappy. Yeah. They don't know how to find joy. They're anxious. They're depressed. Right. And they're faking. They're faking this happiness. They're faking like they care.
Yeah.
And it shows up in how they take care of themselves. So I feel like if people take better care of themselves, they're going to be better people, better partners, better moms, better dads. All
gotta love yourself.
Absolutely. So any other closing thoughts as we wrap up this virtual couch from your perspective?
Well, excuse me again. To wrap things up, I think you should, like I said, figure out who you are, love who you are, and then express who you are. How's that?
I love that.
All right.
Bet on yourself means trusting your vision well before the world is applauding you. Sometimes we're looking for viral moments and we're looking at these grand gestures. And sometimes the clap is your parent in the background.
That's all you need.
Your best friend.
Just one.
Somebody just saying, you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Same thing with my party. I remember my mother was like, I'd be like, I was having my first boy girl party. I think I was 13. And I kept talking about all the people who weren't there yet. And my mom said, you got all of those little kids in there who came.
Right.
Why don't you be happy that they're here and stop talking about you wonder when this one coming and that one coming.
Yeah.
I learned that lesson at 13.
Yeah. Because, unfortunately, that popular thing plays a lot with being a child and growing up as a teenager. You're trying to find out if you meet those certain criteria or you're just important enough for other people to want to, because sometimes it's a trend. Whatever that person's doing, the next person is going to do. So everybody can be at your party, but that one person didn't show. And it's like, oh, man, if that one person had showed up, it could have took me over the top. At least we're kind of trained to believe that. But that's what I was saying. Like growing up in my household was like, oh, everything is important. Like,
right.
We all everything. It's all
I'm saying,
good. Like,
those early lessons that me and you both got have shaped us into the adults that we are now. I appreciate everybody.
Yeah. That's real.
And I do plenty of events, and I appreciate everybody that buys a ticket. They are. I gotta. To me, that is my million.
Yeah.
My viral moment.
Yeah.
So I think just reframing how you look at life, everyone.
Yeah.
Especially these milestones. I'm hitting 50, and some people get down on themselves because what they thought it was going to look like.
5 years older than me, Coach, but that's big.
Yeah.
And I found out today.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I won't diagnose.
Why are you speechless over there, Coach?
Yeah.
Got quiet.
Yeah, because you kind of threw me for a loop there.
Yeah. Oh, I did?
I'm 5 years older than you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In what world? Only in
what?
Wade's world? In Wade's world?
Are you doing comedy now too, Coach? Are you? What is this? A roast? What are you doing over there?
I'm just trying to figure out.
I just
the math ain't mathing.
The math. Whose math?
Yours.
My math?
Yeah. So now you're only 45. Damn, going Wade. When you start having kids? And your grandpa too.
Man,
Jeez.
he's only a year now.
That's now we know. Now we know how you became the lady's choice.
No time. Well, hey, you know what I'm saying?
He was out here doing some things.
You know what I'm saying?
And at the end of the day, don't take life so seriously. Bring laughter into in your life.
Absolutely.
And laughter is self-care.
Yes.
Thank you, DJ Wade.
Thank you, Coach La La La, for having me.
For coming on the virtual couch.
Yeah.
And I did it first before anybody else. So now everybody else.
This isn't my first interview. I was on Jimmy Kimmel last week, and the week before that, Jimmy Fallon. Why are you laughing? Like, this has just happened to be in my schedule with my manager, who you spoke to get me to have to be here. So why do you act so?
I love it. You know why? Because
What?
you probably just made this up like when you were kids and you thought you was doing radio. You like probably created a whole scene at home.
No. See, that was when I was a child.
Yeah, but it's okay. We can still.
You can look this all up.
We can still have make believe, even at these big ages.
You certainly can.
You know what they call it now?
What?
Visualization and manifestation.
What? I can't say them two words again.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get up out of here.
All right.
Until next week for another virtual couch. Next week I have Nay Speaks,
Wow.
Boston's own. She's closing out the show.
So we related.
Nay Speaks is related to you?
Yeah.
Oh, she's doing big things.
My uncle is related to her mother. That side of the family.
Wow.
So yeah. We kind of like trees branches.
I get it.
But
she's on your
I
family
know
tree.
them. Definitely. I definitely knew them way before like knowing a lot of things and where because my uncle, like I said, my uncle was married to my mother's sister. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
So next week is the final live show for season 9. And then I will take a break as I prepare for my 50th birthday party. And then season 10, which kicks off July 19th, everybody. Save that date. The time changes. I'm going to be daytime talk show host. No longer evening
daytime, y'all.
I'm going daytime. That's supposedly a big thing in my industry. So I think nighttime is dope. I like this time spot. I'm going to miss it. I'm like low key, like, did I make the right decision?
Well,
but you can't
try.
This is a bet on. Here's my bet on self moment. Yeah. I'm going to daytime.
Yes.
So daytime, 11 o'clock Sundays, July 19th. Save the date. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Be a good friend, as Wade said. And make sure y'all download that iHeartRadio app.
Yeah, be a good friend.
Because you can listen in your car and your phone, however, right? Yeah. You don't have to worry. The day of just analog radio has morphed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So get with the times, people. All right. Good night. Make sure y'all bet on self this week. Oh, yeah. And Wade's back tomorrow morning. So let him get out of here so he can go get some rest.
Yeah.
The Morning Cafe shenanigans. I will be in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Again, Rosie, Sarida, Tamara. I see you, Tamara. Simon is on here.
What's up, Tamara?
Suzanne Orborn. Thank you so much.
Up
Suzanne. Yep.
Wow.
She stayed up. This is because they love you, Wade.
Well, I love them.
Chip jumped on here. Cliff jumped on here.
Cliff. Oh, man.
Yes. The whole community showed up and showed out. Once again, happy Father's Day to all of you good dads out there. Big shout out to DJ Chubby Chub. I know he did an event with the Good Guy Gang with Jeff 2 times. Oh, and shout out to Angelina Hightower and Jeff 2 times on the launch of their Sanctuary Slow Jams. The show was super dope. I did a show
yesterday. She had a performance somewhere, and I DJ'd for Angelina last night.
Dope.
Yeah, so it was dope.
Angelina is one of my faves.
Amazing.
I love her so much.
I tell you, she turned that party out.
Yes,
she turned it out.
She every time, like clockwork.
She never fails.
Fitz is on here. What
Ron
up, Fitz?
Ron Fitz? What? Fitz Flowers. Shout out, dude.
We appreciate everybody. Again, good night. Have a great night. Make sure y'all bet on self this week. I will see everybody tomorrow for the Morning Cafe. Do not miss it because it's always a good time.
Yeah, we got some things to talk about.
It's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Good night.
Peace.
Nancia, Smokehouse. It's the urban heat. Shout out to Coach Live. Coach LA, it's time to listen to conversations that's gonna keep you winning. Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on the urban heat, just call it.